Hello everyone. Today you will study Unit 5 Helen Keller from your Marigold book. This is a real life story of a girl named Helen Keller who was born healthy as a normal child. But due to some illness, she became an abnormal child. Let us first read the story Helen Keller. It was the summer of 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Here, Alabama is the name of a place. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Helen Keller. But one day, the baby became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better, but all they could say was, "There is nothing more we can do. The baby may not live." Helen lived, but she was not the same after her illness. "Something is very wrong," her mother said. At last, they found out what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held on to her mother. "Give the poor child what she wants," her father would say. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. "Helen is very smart," she said, and added, "The problem is, how can we reach her? She is locked up inside herself." Helen began to grow wild. She would not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. Her parents thought they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll, D-O-L-L, spells doll. She spelled the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand signs. Helen copied her teacher and spelled D-O-L-L too, but she did not understand what she was doing. Helen liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. She spelled a lot of words for Helen on her hand, day and night, to make Helen understand. One day, her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. Then she spelled W-A-T-E-R, water. Suddenly, Helen understood that W-A-T-E-R, water, meant something wet running over her hand. She understood that words were the most important things in the world. Words would tell her everything she wanted to know. Now, the explanation of the story. Helen Keller. This is the story of a girl named Helen Keller, who was born healthy as a normal child. Her parents loved her dearly, but one day she became ill, and day after day her fever stayed high. Everyone thought that the baby would not live, but Helen lived. However, she was not the same after her illness. She lost her sight and hearing power. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen was a bright little girl. Here, bright means intelligent. Some people thought that she could not learn anything, but her mother considered her a smart child. Helen began to grow wild. Wild means very naughty. She was often angry. This made her parents very uneasy. They thought to appoint a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. She gave Helen a doll and spelt DOLL on her hand with her fingers. She made the letters with special hand signs. Helen copied her teacher and spelt DOLL too. In this way, Miss Sullivan spelt a lot of words for Helen on her hand to make her understand. Slowly and steadily, Helen understood that words were the most important things in the world. Now, some new words with their meanings. First word is dearly, means deeply. Second word, stayed, means kept. Next word, bright, means intelligent. Next word, wild, means very naughty. And the last word, copied, means imitated.